That's a great excuse.
No, it's not.
And then I looked at Farm RPG to change my cooking, and then I was like, what's this important message from Aki?
Oh yeah, I see this important message here. It doesn't stop me from doing anything though. So
that's unfortunate.
Right. We'll have to tell Firestream, you need to fix this specifically so we can get Cole's attention when we need to come hop on board. Some D&D on the Farm RPG.
It worked.
Exactly. It did work.
This is D&D on the Farm RPG. As always, I'm your Dungeon Master Belligan. We've got our full crew back in tonight, starting with Augie.
Hi, I'm Augie, playing the Jingle Bard, Astley.
Has Astley ever locked her keys inside her steam wagon?
At least once or twice.
Once or twice.
Maybe once today.
All right, we have...
What's
maybe
the
once
D&D
today.
equivalent of AAA? Some guy with a cart. Some guy with a horse and a cart.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. All right, we have Boobon.
Hi, I'm Boobon. I'm playing Spectre, the Rebexy Rogue, or the Stabbit, if you will.
And showing up at the last second, we have Cole.
Hello, I am Cole. Definitely not late. I don't know what Logan's talking about. Playing the Kakusha, the Dragonborn Ranger, who supposedly was riding a dragon last time, if I recall. So living up to his name.
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes, I get the familiar sound of...
quick. I failed.
You
I believe him. I believe
Critical
him.
fail.
I believe him.
We believe you're on time.
Yep. Good job.
That's all that matters.
All right. We kind of stopped in the middle of a big battle going on last session. We have all the guards kind of up on the cliff around the Kobold base. And the Kobolds were fighting back. The priestess had summoned a fog cloud to cover the area where the summoned dragon had been. All of the townsfolk had hopped on the steam wagons and are booking it out of there, along with Agaz. And the dragon had shot up out of the fog once, got hit with the net, fell back down. You guys free to... all three of you tried to hop on. Spectre did not make it. Spectre fell off the rear end of the dragons. It shot back up into the air with Astley and Kakusho on its back on this medium-sized golden dragon. And so we're just going to jump right back into the initiative order that we had previously rolled last session. I do have my notes, even though I am traveling and hiding from hurricanes this week, so I know where we're at. So we were going to jump to Astley, who's now on top of the dragon.
Oh God, I gotta go first.
30 feet in the air, maybe a little motion sick, I don't know. And you see all these guards on the side firing their crossbows down, kind of random directions at the Kobolds. There are plenty of shots that have been fired back. The numbers on both sides are starting to thin a little bit. What would Astley like to do?
Can Astley prepare, like use my turn to like prepare something for like if something happens?
You can absolutely prepare an action. You just need to state what that action is and what is it that you want to do, or what the trigger is and what it is that you want to do for your action.
If we get close enough, the thing that we triggered is being in range to mage hand, like try to just jostle people's weapons and distract them. Not
all right,
necessarily
so you
trying
want to
to
use your mage hand to try to...
Yeah, if we get close enough to somebody, the range is 30 feet. I don't know if that's happened, but just, try to, play tug of war with a weapon if I'm in range. I know I can't take it, but distracting for sure.
Yeah, you're about 40 feet away from the ridge where you're at. The dragon's holding position, but you can certainly try to hold your action, or if you get in range, you can use your mage hand to try and prevent any shot that may or may not be coming towards you and the dragon. All right. Astley has held her action for the moment. Next up was the NPCs, who are continuing to book it along in the steam wagons.
They got separated there.
Yeah, they did get separated. I had these grouped together, and somehow one of the pieces of that group moved and everything else didn't. I don't know how that happened, but that's what happened. All right. They're both kind of where the front card is on the map. They're just getting towards the entrance of the Kobolds hideout here. And that brings us to Kakusho. Kakusho's also up in the air with Ashley, who looks like she's concentrating on something. What would Kakusho like to do?
How far from, I guess, like where Rick and everyone else on the ridge is? Like, are we really high in the air still, or?
You're about 40 feet off the ground, which puts you pretty close to their height because they're up on the ridge, and they're about 40 feet away from where you're currently at. Just kind of a straight shot out.
Okay. I'd like to ask the dragon to move a little bit closer, ideally within 30 feet. No particular reason.
Okay, the priestess says, the dragon response is, the priestess said, take somewhere safe. Are you saying closer is safer?
Well, I would like to use my lightning breath on them, but they're too far away.
Drop them off, Ashley interjects.
Yeah, or drop me off. That works too.
It's like, aha, a breath. That sounds like a plan. So what you'll want to do, the dragon's going to move on the kobold's turn at the end of the initiative order, but you can also hold your action till it moves closer. And he says, how should I word this? I'll fire mine if you fire yours.
The dragon says this.
Is this in Draconic or is this in
yes?
Common? Okay, Ashley's just sitting there thinking about that.
Assume.
Thinking about that mage hand, hearing a bunch of roaring back and forth.
Yeah. All right. That's what it is. Lots of roaring back and forth. Okay. That brings us to the guards, and you hear Rick yell out to his men to hurry and run down the pathway that had been blown out over here from Astley's shatter spells. And so several of the guards are just sprinting their way down here to get off the ridge. As they do so, they come in range where, if you wanted to, both Astley and Kakusho's held actions could trigger if you just wanted to hit the guards that are down here running down the newly created ramp. Or you could wait till he flies over closer. The other guards that are on the west side of the ridge are still holding their position and just firing their crossbows down. So there's kind of two groups of the guards, one on the north side of the Kobolds hideout and one on the west side.
Ashley's going to continue to hold.
Rick is still out of range, right?
Yeah, Rick's still up on the ridge, and he's paying attention to you guys very closely.
Okay. Yeah, I guess in Draconic, I'll say, hold. Let's fly closer to, I guess,
shiny guy.
The shiny guy with the weird looking hat for a head.
Mr. Right. Ralph.
Okay, that brings us to Spectre, who is back on the ground in the fog cloud, hearing sounds of arrows and bolts whizzing all about. What would Spectre like to do?
I would like to probably just shoot my short bow at some of the guys that are like getting close to the thing, the ones that are coming down the little hill. Okay. She wants to take one of them out, or try to. With
so Spectre's going to have to move out of the fog to see them. Which way is Spectre going to
go? Probably forward a bit. Hang on, can I see myself here? Where am I even? Oh, I see. I was behind somebody. I'll just move up to the edge.
Yeah.
Right there is probably good.
All right. As Spectre comes out from the fog, you see several guards pretty much right in front of where you're at as they've come running down the ramp.
Sweet. I'm going to shoot one of them. Probably ones that are closer to Rick. the ones that are like trying to stream down and like are watching where they're going, not the ones that are like really close to the edge.
Okay, let's go ahead and make your attack rolls.
All right. That's a 15.
Okay, I see 2 attacks out of 14 and a 15.
Yeah. So whichever.
Okay.
I think the one I rolled before I decided where I was located. So 14 is fine. Whichever one.
Yeah, we'll roll with the 14. That does hit.
Okay. And so that would be 4 piercing damage.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, Spectre pulls out bow, fires, nails one of these guards. The arrow sticks in between some of his armor. Doesn't kill him, but he is obviously hurt. He kind of stares down at Spectre. Like, what the heck? Not expecting to get shot at by someone besides the kobolds.
And can I use my the bonus action that thieves get to duck back into the fog?
Yep.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. Not on top of the dragon. There.
Dragons in air.
Yeah, make it towards easy to get your token. Okay. Next up is the kobold. So we'll start with the dragon's action. As asked, he flies forward a little bit with Spectre and Astley on board.
Who's on board?
So Astley,
Kakusho.
Astley and Kuso, you guys saw Spectre kind of run out, fire at one of the guards, and then run back into the fog. And now it would be your actions are off for your held actions. So Astley, you're using Mage Hand?
Yeah, I guess if there's someone with like a crossbow, can I try to reach and like take the bolt or the arrow or whatever they're firing? Just
the arrow that's in their crossbolts, you probably wouldn't be able to get, but you could like pick up their quiver or grab all the bolts out of their quiver or something.
Yeah, I want to do that, and then use that Mage Hand to kind of chuck them towards Rick. I know it's not gonna. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Are you sure you know exactly what you're doing?
No.
All right. Yeah, so your Mage Hand goes, it grabs a bunch of the bolts out of one of these guards' quivers and just kind of tosses them towards where Rick's at.
Just kind
of doesn't necessarily do. Yeah, it's not going to do any damage per se.
But does he notice?
All right. Oh, yeah, he notices. He's keeping a close eye on what you're doing exactly.
Excellent.
At the same time, Kakusho's breath weapon is going to go off. So where would Kakusho like to fire that off?
Towards Rick, I guess. I'm not sure. Is he just to the left of us? It looks like right now.
Yeah, that's where Rick's at. He's just a little ways away from you up on the ridge because he didn't run down. So from where you're at is exactly 30 feet away.
Okay, perfect. Then, yeah, just right at Rick.
Okay.
Do it.
And with that, you roll damage, and he makes. Is a Constitution save?
Send the blurb.
Dexterity save.
A Dex save. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know if I set it up right. Was it this?
That looks like 8 plus your Constitution modifier. All right. It doesn't need an attack roll in this case. It's just a damage roll. So that was lots of extra dice in there.
Okay. So it's just the the 8.
8 plus proficiency plus Constitution modifier. Oh, it's the DC. What?
All right. Kakusho fires his breath out, and it's I don't remember if his was a cone or if it's a straight line, one of the two.
This one is a straight line, so a burst of lightning goes right towards Rick's face.
All right, I'm going to roll Rick's saving throw here. That previous roll with all those dice was not Rick's saving throw.
He didn't get a 1? One of those was a 1.
Ooh.
All right, Rick gets a 22 on his saving throw. So he kind of sees the bolt of lightning coming out, and he kind of sidesteps it a little bit. He still gets singed a little bit. And then both Ash and Kakusho on the dragon, you feel this immense heat, like a furnace, a blast furnace emanating from this dragon's mouth out in this massive cone that spreads out in like a 30-foot radius at the end of it. And engulfs a whole group of the guards that are running down the cliff and just absolutely incinerates them. It's headed towards Rick as well, because the dragon kind of fired off in the exact same trajectory. And the two of you seen this before. Rick pulls out a shield and hides behind it, and the shield seems to protect him from the fire that's being shot out from this dragon's mouth. But many of these guards were not so fortunate. Let's see if I can click some of them and get them off the board here. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. I only got the last one I clicked. All right, all these guys here. So about half of them that came running down the cliff face are just incinerated, and there's nothing left but just ash.
Whew.
Maybe the metal from their weapons.
Yeah, even the metal from the weapons was kind of melted, and you can kind of see the shape of it, but it's like bubbling aluminum almost. If you've ever seen that or lead, it was really, really, really hot. Like, if you remember, not that long ago when you were in the process of rescuing Trid and you were hopping over lava, it was like that kind of heat, but just blasting out.
Ugh.
Or if you've ever been at a concert when they have the pyrotechnics and the flames shoot out.
Yeah, it's very hot.
It's hot, and you feel it from quite a ways away. Pretty much everybody feels it. You guys are especially close to where the dragon was. And Rick, he protects himself with this shield, and he says, "Yes, that is excellent. That's exactly what we want to see." After that, the rest of the kobolds, the priestess, they kind of look up in awe, and the kobolds kind of take a moment to respect the power of their god that just fried a large portion of their enemies. And the priestess yells at the kobolds to push the advance, and they start charging towards the cliff where Rick was at. And so we get this large group of kobolds over here that were previously kind of on the outside of the corn pile to start rushing in and meeting the few guards that are left from that initial group that ran down the ramp. And they pretty quickly overpower that group of guards, leaving just Rick up at the top of the cliff and the rest of the guards over on the west side that are still kind of down there. They're firing at everybody. And that brings us back to Astley.
Okay. Astley is going to probably once again hold action. Looking at my things that I have, and I don't have much. I don't have much for useful things. I have a tiny electrum whistle that only I have a wooden pan flute that attracts harmless local fauna.
I'm not going to do a lot.
No.
At the moment.
No. So I'm gonna hold my turn again. Same deal with Mage Hand prepared. Should I be either in range of, or to either deflect or mess up whatever the guards are trying to do, or Rick. Mage Hand at the ready.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I could do. I'm in the air.
All right. Did that again. I just want to move. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. All right. So the steam wagons continue to roll on, and they make their way outside of the kobold encampment. And you can hear arguments going on between Lauren, Cecil, and Jill about what in the heck's going on.
It's Jill's fault.
It is Jill's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Where'd she find this guy?
Yeah. All right. That brings us back to Kakusho.
You could just dragon breath again, can't you?
Again? I can only use it once, right?
Once per as a long rest or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll ask the dragon, can you take us closer to the ridge so we can get off?
It nods, and it can do so on its turn.
Okay. Then I guess for my turn, are there any non-Rick, the guards? Are there any more guards like on this
There
side?
are over here to the west of where you're at. They're a little bit further away. The closest ones to where you guys are about 80 feet away.
Okay, I forget the longbow should reach that far, right?
Oh, easy. Yeah,
Okay.
easy.
Yeah, I guess I'll tell the dragon, fly towards the side, and then I guess I'll just pull out my bow and
Which side did you want the dragon to go towards Rick or towards the other guards?
Towards Rick.
Okay.
And then I'll I don't know, just fire at one of the ones on the edge on the other side. That's this
22. That will hit.
22.
All right. Kusho fires a shot, well-placed arrow, slams into one of the guards. He's been hit by a couple of other arrows, and it's enough that he just kind of falls down off the ledge onto the ground inside the Kobold's hideout, dead.
Ew.
All right. It is now the guard's turn, and Rick yells over to the guards on the west side, and he yells at them to advance and move around. So they kind of stop their volley of fire at the moment and kind of work their way over towards where Rick is at. So the guards will take their turns dashing this direction. Meanwhile, Rick pulls out another net, a very large net, and throws it at the dragon, where Astley and Kakusho happen to be at the same time.
Astley's going to activate that mage hand and try to just shush it away or block it or something. Catch it, throw it back. I don't know. Yeah, that.
See if I got my dice code in there right. That's a 14. And it looks like it did do that correctly. So the net just kind of goes flying towards you guys, and the mage hand just intercepts it enough to kind of pull it down and push it away to where it flies just underneath the dragon. So good call there on the mage hand.
That was exactly what I was thinking was going to happen.
It's a good chance of it.
How strong is Rick? He can throw a net that's large enough for
net
a
launcher?
Dragon. He has a net launcher?
That's what I was thinking.
It's
like a
t-shirt can.
It's like a t-shirt can, right? That's what I was thinking.
He pulled that out of his bag of things along with his shield.
It just sounds like thunk, and it just shoots.
Rick gets all kinds of goodies to use
Yeah.
for the DM's discretion. All right, that was the cards. That's going to take us back to Spectre. Spectre sees this net go flying overhead, just misses. Probably guess where it came from.
Yeah. She is going to sneak back out of the fog cloud here, and
there's a guy there, I think.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's a guy. I don't know if is he alive? Is that man alive?
No, those ones that are down there are not alive. I did not take them off the map. The kobolds kind of subdued everyone that was over there to me.
This is probably a bad idea. Can Spectre run up on Rick?
Yeah, Spectre can try.
All right, I'm gonna run up the little hill on Rick here.
So total distance from where you're at is about 50 feet. So you could use your bonus action to dash, and then have your action when you get there.
And then sneak attack.
If he's next to somebody there's kobolds here, so I assume I could probably sneak attack. But I'm gonna dagger him here.
Okay. 24. A 24 does hit.
Yes.
Is it sneak attack?
So that's 7 piercing damage. And can I do a sneak attack?
Yeah, that you can apply sneak attack damage.
All right, let's do some sneak attackies. So that's an extra 8 sneak attack damage. So that's 15 damage total.
All right. Spectre runs up and stabs Rick right between his plates. And you hear him grumble, like, that hurt. You're going to pay for that one. And
Sure you will.
He kicks back at Spectre. Let me have Spectre make a strength saving throw.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Come on, don't fail me now. Oh, 18.
All right.
Ooh,
What is that? Plus
Touches by
7.
22.
he's got a
What
high
is-
strength. He's high strength. He's got a plus 7 to his strength.
Rick kicks Spectre, and Spectre goes flying off the edge of the cliff and falls down, taking some fall damage in the process.
Okay. Figured as
I'm
much.
going to roll total damage here. We're going to give you 2d6 fall damage plus what you took from the kick. It's going to be 10 points of damage Spectre takes as she
Okay. I'm down
flies
to 8.
off the edge,
Woo!
I feel it.
jumps on the ground. Maybe it's got a cracked rib.
Yeah, down to 8 hit points from my whopping 18 previous. It was worth it to do 15 damage to him. I feel good about it.
Yeah. All right. The kobolds are up next, and the priestess kind of sees that a lot of more of her kobolds have fallen than she was expecting. And so previously she told her kobolds to advance, and they kind of cleared up the guards that had come down the ramp. And now she's looking up and seeing there's a lot more guards continuing to come that are up on the ridge. And she yells for her kobolds to retreat. And she casts a spell. When she does so, the fog cloud that's previously covering some of the kobolds disappears. And instead, a portal opens in front of the priestess down here. And the kobolds start making their way to this portal. She goes through first, and see how many of those kobolds are going to follow here. I think the vast majority of them are probably going to make it down to...
Does the dragon do anything?
The dragon is going to follow Kakusho's orders here in just a second. I'm just resolving kobolds first. Those that can get out of here.
Does
It's gonna
Calm
be
get
most
out?
of them. Where is Calm? Oh, he's over
He's
here.
around
Yeah, yeah,
Calm,
he's on the dragon bones.
yeah, hold on a second. Let's grab the dragon because he was on top of Calm. All right. Calm does get out.
By Calm.
He's a good little kobold. That's why he's a leader. Follows orders. He's supposed to.
You should have some sort of
And
exit
can
music
leave.
playing. The YouTube outro.
Right. Just a couple more here. So I got a few more. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like there's probably there's one kobold that stays up where Rick is at, and there's about 6 of them that are still down here. But the rest of the kobolds have made their escape at this point. All right. The dragon, let me get back on the dragon. It's going to fly over to the ridge where Kakusho said to go. So he comes right over to this ridge. And as he does so, that lets me get rid of a few more tokens that were hiding under the dragon. That's going to take us back to Astley.
3 hours later.
Astley is going to just prepare another mage hand. That's all.
It worked before.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, there you go.
Just prepare another mage hand to try to defend. All right. The rest of the townsfolk on the horn wagons just continue booking it out of here.
They're gone.
They are gone. One thing, now that the dust is settling a little bit, Astley and Kakusho can see a little bit further up to the north. There are several other steam wagons that are kind of parked out that direction. You can guess that's probably how Rick got out here with all of his guards that he has.
Can Astley whisper to Kakusho, "Hey, we should go destroy his stuff. We should go wreck his stuff."
What about Spectre though?
That's true. I'm just saying.
Spectre's kind of left alone down there, and
just
you still haven't
saying.
done a great job of getting the dragon to safety.
This is
The
true.
kobolds are retreating at this point, but it would be Kakusho's turn.
So the portal that's still open? Is that gone? What happened to the portal?
It is open. It is small enough that the dragon's not going to be able to fly through it. He's too big to go through the portal.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll converse with Astley. Now that all the kobolds left, should we just try to scoop up Spectre and escape? What do you think we should do?
Yeah, I mean either that or maybe Spectre could just hop through that portal because they got the nets going on and
Yeah.
yeah.
Can if we yelled at Spectre, could Spectre hear us from here?
Yeah.
Okay. Spectre, can you make it to the portal?
Is Spectre prone right now? Like, am I on the ground, like laying down? I assume so.
Looking up. Yeah.
All right. She just like puts her fist in the air and gives a big thumbs up.
Okay.
She's got the wind knocked out of her. She's not speaking. She's like, and she's lifting her fist with the thumb up. So she'll do her best.
Of the remaining kobolds, is there any that we recognize that we've talked to before?
One of the jail guards.
Okay. Does Kakusho know their name or just recognizes?
Just recognize them. I don't know that we got his name.
Hey, jail guard, can you help get Spectre through the portal?
He looks back up and responds, "Is not a good idea."
Why not?
Because it's our escape. Goes a long way away.
I guess this was in Draconic, right? So,
Sure.
I guess I'll let Astley know. Well, it seems if Spectre goes through the portal, we might not see her again.
I mean, we could try to pick up Spectre. We could try it, but if it doesn't work, we could try.
Spectre doesn't know. He doesn't hear anything, so I'm not going to offer my suggestion.
I mean, if we tried it, could I use my mage hand to kind of assist on the pickup in some way if that was something that was to happen?
Try to help Spectre climb up on top of the dragon, sure.
Yeah, because I know it's not very strong, but maybe it could, a guiding hand.
An extra 10 pounds of pressure for a little frame like Spectre's is a significant chunk.
Yeah, okay. Well, the mage hand is prepared for defending, and Spectre is part of that, maybe.
Okay, did Kakusho decide what he's going to do?
Yeah, Kakusho will let Astley know, and I don't know if this was caught, but yeah, I said to Astley, it seems if Spectre goes through the portal, we might not see her again. I don't know if it's such a good idea.
We'll try to go get her then.
Okay.
Unless you could all go except the dragon.
But we need the dragon. We can't leave the dragon.
Can't leave the dragon.
No, not with that guy.
That's our new friend.
Okay. Is there? So in where the dragon bones are, is there any like debris that's like behind cover or anything? Is it just the priestess tent thing?
The tent is still there, yeah.
Okay, but
that's probably the only real cover in the area.
Okay. Well, I guess Kakusho will let the dragon know. Okay, change the plan. It looks like the kobolds all left, so we might need to make a quick escape. But we need to try to pick up our friend down there.
Maybe he can pick her up with his feet.
Well, I think for now we might want to fly away from Rick, but yeah, I guess I'll ask the dragon. Do you think if we flew towards down there, we could quickly grab Spectre and then fly away?
Because yeah, I could grab the rabbit.
Don't forget, I have jump. Just so you know.
Are you able to jump though?
I don't know.
Okay.
Are you able to make the shot?
I have to get back up, but just as a heads up, I do have jump.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess Kakusho will ask the dragon on the dragon's turn to fly towards Spectre. But when you're doing so, could you maybe fly away from Rick first and circle back?
Yeah, swing around.
Yeah, swing around. The metal dude is dangerous. We don't want to be near him.
He says, "Okay, we'll try to stay away." Metal dude.
Okay, and then I guess on my turn, I don't really have a shield or anything, but yeah, I guess I'll just draw my short swords and then I guess move towards the front of the dragon and some effort of providing protection against what might happen.
Okay. All right. So you guys kind of make your plan on how are we going to get out of here. It is now the Rick Griff and all the guards' turns.
Rick Ralph.
And I think Ralph's what I said, but it's Rick Riff, I think is what it's written, right?
Yeah, but you've
I
been
like
saying
Ralph
Rick
better.
Ralph the whole time.
Ralph
I have
sounds
been saying
like
Rick Ralph.
sounds like a bully. I like it.
All
Yeah.
right. Like Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph is not a bully.
That's true.
He is.
Rick Ralph is what it officially is. It's wrong in game.
It's wrong. It's spelled wrong in game. It's Rick Ralph now.
Well, it's right in the game. There's just a letter missing.
That's true.
It's
The
a
letter
typo.
that you pronounce it, but it's just not.
There's a
It's a
Y instead of
silent
an
A.
AL. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a silent A that's not there.
Yeah.
All right. Rick motions for his guards to point all of his crossbows at you two on top of the dragon, Astley and Kakusho. And he says, it's time for you to hop off. The game is over. No one needs to get hurt. Just hop off the dragon and let me take it from here.
Can Astley react to that?
Yeah, he's asking you a question. Or he's giving you an option to surrender.
Can Astley vicious mockery him back?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily your held action, but sure, why not?
Just, like, no, you tin man.
It's a real vicious mockery.
Yeah. Yeah, call him a tin man. And say no.
Say no. Okay.
So he has to do a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Here comes his wisdom saving throw.
Come on, dice.
Oh, 20. It was almost a 1.
Yeah,
I saw
it was so
that.
close to being a 1.
Well, Astley still said it and is proud.
Mm.
Standing up to the big bully.
Given that, he gives the order to fire. Let me have the two of you make dexterity saving throws rather than me make a bunch of attack rolls.
Would it be with advantage because the mage hand is there?
Not in this case, no.
Oof.
16.
Oof. You
All right,
guys.
a 7 and a 5. Those are some amazing.
Wait, are you sure it's not with the...
Even with the advantage, you would
Even with advantage, an 8. So much better. All right, both of you are going to take some damage. Ouch.
that
19 points of damage.
I'm
We'll divide that. We'll divide that in half. So 8.
Thank God. What's 15? What's 15 minus 8? 7.
7.
Thank you.
7.
Thank you, Sir Pelican.
Kakusho is down to 12 points.
And then Rick himself runs and jumps on top of the dragon as well. We'll make an athletics check for him.
Can that be the mage hand action? Swipe him away.
We already used vicious mockery in this case.
Oh, that 20'd it. That 20'd it.
And
So he runs and he jumps on top of the dragon where Kakusho is at. And Kakusho turns to face him, and he has one more thing he's going to do, but you can take your reaction to that, Kakusho. What did you want to do?
Well, can I react to him? Like, do I see him going and jumping?
He's like right in front of you. You see him.
He's landed perfectly. He
He's
did a
already.
somersault.
I can't.
He
I
did a
can't.
somersault in the air.
I can't react to him jumping.
What did you want to do?
Well, with my short swords already drawn, just jump at him as he's jumping towards us.
Okay. So you can jump out and make an attack roll. Are you going to try to hit him with the short sword? Or are you going to try to like grab him?
Well, the goal is just for him not to jump on the dragon. I don't know. Just jump in the air and then swing at him.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Is this about to be a total party wipe?
God, Ashley, yeah.
Maybe rolling new characters next week.
Okay, wait, no, hold on.
All right.
No,
That's
with the
not
dice are
bad.
not cold.
23.
All right. So Kakusho runs and jumps at him. You got a 23 on the roll, which is pretty good. It's contested by his 25. You two collide in the air. And as you try to push him out of the way, he's also going to try to bash you, Kakusho, with his shield. So this is going to be like a shove. So I'm going to need another athletics check from Kakusho.
He's jumping with the shield. Heck.
This dude is powerful. Oh, boy.
That one's a 13.
All right. 13 versus 16. So
Plus 5.
Kakusho jumps at Rick, tries to grab him, and Rick at the same time grabs his shield and just smashed Kakusho in the face, basically saying, thanks, you made my job easier. And Kakusho goes flying off. Luckily, you weren't high up in the ground, so you're not going to take any fall damage, but you kind of fall off plump. And that leaves Rick on top of the dragon with just Astley.
Is it my turn now?
Wait. He still landed on the dragon?
He had
Yes.
a nat 20.
I don't know if that's how physics work. If you're in the air and you hit someone that's coming towards you, then don't you have the force of the hit back on the shield? So isn't your trajectory messed up?
Maybe it's made of vibranium and it absorbs all.
All right. That's good.
I have a feeling that Rick is a lot higher level than the rest of us.
He had a 25, on that check. So
Okay.
yeah, he gets some legendary action type.
It wasn't just it was a nat 20 with a +5, so like that negates literally anything else you could potentially do.
I mean, if the roles were reversed and you were the one with the 25, you wouldn't want a sub roll to that to stop what you were trying to do, right? So
I guess so.
it was a good effort. It was a good effort.
nice try.
All right, that was in the guard's turn. We're certainly doing much more than you can normally do on a round of action as we go through. But
That's fine.
Spectre is seeing this up in the air. He just saw Kakusho jump off the dragon, get leveled by Rick, who jumped on top of the dragon. Now Ass is up there by herself, and you're still on your backside staring up.
Oh boy. Do I have a line of how far away is Rick from me right now?
So probably about 40 feet total.
Okay.
40 feet in that range. Because it's mostly up. It's not over a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you're right at the ramp.
I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to get within 30 feet of Rick, which I think is right here, which is, I didn't have to move very far to do so, I'd say.
Pretty much you had to get up and start up the ramp, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on him, since he's just within view.
Roll
so
attack.
let
Spell
me
attack roll.
I think this is, let me see, is it just a spell attack roll?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to roll a d20 because I have no idea what my spell attack roll is. It's going to fail, I'm assuming.
It's a 9 plus 2 plus you probably your intelligence modifier since you're an archer.
I don't think I have an intelligence modifier. Let me look though. It's 1. So,
A 1.
Yeah.
So that would have been a 12 to hit.
12,
Yeah,
yep.
that's not going to hit Rick, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. I tried.
Good effort. Tried. The remaining kobolds take off and jump into the portal, which hasn't closed yet. It's still open, even though the rest of the kobolds have. I'm not making these guys disappear as we do this. There was 5 left.
Yeah.
All right. More here. Can't see how many I moved before I. Okay, I think that's all. Do you see any kobolds left on the map?
No.
I do not.
That's because they're gone. They all ran. They bravely ran away.
Yeah.
For the corn.
Sir Robin.
Yeah, exactly. All right. That was the kobolds. That brings us back to Astley. You're now sitting on top of the dragon, looking at Rick.
What's Rick doing?
And he's looking right back. He's staring at you.
Astley is gonna make she's gonna move and then cast invisibility and sit right back down.
Okay.
So well, how easy is it to navigate around, move on this dragon? Is it?
I mean, you're on top of a creature that's flying in the air. It's not incredibly easy.
How big is the dragon?
How big is the dragon? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, Rick is standing.
Rick is. It's a large sized creature, so it's probably about 20 feet across. Maybe 15 feet across. I think that's more to scale what I have on the map. And that's from head to tail, but it's not like a level steady surface.
Yeah. I guess before Astley casts invisibility, she'll shout to the dragon. Unsure if the dragon, how much the dragon will understand, but
he does speak common. We'd established that prior.
3 hours later.
Let me know what you want me to do. And then Astley starts to take a step, cast invisibility, and then goes back and sits down.
Okay. I'm realizing I completely didn't have the dragon take an action the kobold's turn. But
it's okay.
that's all right.
Maybe
We'll get
maybe
to it.
now.
Now sounds like a great time for the dragon to take an action. So he is going to check if that breath weapon recharges. They just fired off.
He's got to check his own.
Yeah, it's a D6 roll and a 4 or 5. It recharges. It did not recharge. So what it does do is it starts to spin around, and it's going to try to knock Rick off of its back and claw at him. So
is Astley low enough down that like the grip that I have is like, I imagine I was just kind of like bear hugging like the tail, like the base of the tail.
Yeah.
I would bear hug it harder if I was Astley. Woo! Love an 18.
Here's what's going to happen. The dragon starts spinning around trying to knock Rick off. It does so. That was a 23. Actually, it should have been a 24 for the dragon. We'll go with 23. It knows that not Spectre, but it knows that Ashley is still hanging on. So I'm going to have Ashley make a dexterity saving throw to stay on with advantage.
With advantage.
Help out.
With advantage, baby. Let's
21.
go.
Yeah.
There's the roll I need.
All right. Now give me a constitution saving throw.
Me?
So you don't puke.
Yep. Boobon called it.
Yeah.
It's 13.
All right. You're feeling a little nauseous.
To be expected. Ashley might have probably already feeling a little nauseous from the whole ordeal.
Rick gets slammed under the ground, and this dragon jumps on him. He's going to try to claw him to death.
With his toesies.
Yep. That's a 24 to 1 attack roll, 28 to the next. Those are going to hit both those are going to hit for a fair amount of damage.
Does he take damage from the fall also?
No, he just kind of got smashed off, kind of getting knocked off. But you guys weren't up high enough in the air to have that cause damage. So this is going to be 4 D10 plus 12 total for the 2 claws. All right, Rick takes 33 points of damage.
Oh,
this dragon clawing at him like a mad kitty, which he's not thrilled with by any means. That brings us to Kakusho.
Did we just change the turn order? We just did.
We kind of flipped things around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went Astley, then I had the dragon act for the NPCs instead. We were taken off in the steam wagons instead of on the kobold's turn, and then it's Kakusho.
All right. I'll start by getting up. When Rick was being clawed at, did his stuff go all over the place, or see?
Yeah, where's his shield?
He's kind of holding his shield.
I want that shield.
He's holding it. He's holding it.
All right.
Yeah, he's trying to protect himself. He's still getting slammed by these claws.
Okay.
You just want to steal his stuff.
I do. And then are we pretty close to the cliff edge or the ridge edge at this point?
Yes. Yeah. You're like 5 or 10 feet from it.
All right. I guess Kakusha will, while Rick is recovering from these claws, I'll attempt to grab the shield, and then, like, as I'm doing so and Rick's distracted, try to like push him off the edge is the goal. I don't know.
You're gonna try to shove Rick off the edge
while grabbing the shield. Yeah.
While grabbing the shield.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's basically going to be a shove attack. Since he's prone, I'll give you advantage on that to kind of come up and kick him off the edge or whatever.
All right. Sounds good.
We're just curb stomping this dude right now.
What should I
don't think we are.
What should I roll for this?
We're trying.
All right. He's going to contest. He's got 14 to contest. So
okay, and then what should I roll strength?
You're making an athletics check, essentially.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
15 will do it.
Got him.
All right. So you go up and you grab the shield and hold it while you kick him. And you bear, thanks to mostly probably being prone. Well, in this case, the advantage roll didn't help you a whole lot. But he goes flying down, and you're left there holding the shield.
Woo!
Kind of ripped off his arm. Whether or not that's a good thing for you in the long run, it's to be determined. But
I guess Kakusho will curse something obscene towards Rick as he kicks him off the head.
A vicious mockery with no magic effect.
Yeah. And then I guess for my move action, am I aware that Astley still on the dragon, or do I not know that either?
Astley's invisible right now.
You don't see her anywhere.
Okay, I guess I'll just move back towards the dragon and then call out to Astley.
I'm here. Astley calls out. Invisible.
Where?
Here.
Not helpful. I guess so we'll just walk towards the voice.
I'm on the dragon.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Kusho walks towards the dragon. I don't know if there's really any other action besides that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can use your move to kind of try to hop back on the dragon. He's kind of in the air, but close to where you're at.
Okay.
Hovering.
Yeah. All right. The guards all fire at the dragon now, and several of the bolts hit the dragon, and it starts bleeding kind of from the underside. A lot of the bolts missed, but several of them did hit enough to hurt this creature some. Rick gets up and dashes and runs up behind Spectre, and he's going to try to grapple Spectre. So Spectre's going to need to make... It gets either an athletics or an acrobatics check, your choice.
I'll take acrobatics. I have a higher plus in that one.
All right.
So it's a 20.
He misses.
All right.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Still pretty good. Contested by 14. So Rick is cursed with the DM's dice that aren't so great.
The slippery rabbit.
Oh no.
Runs up, tries to grab Spectre. Spectre kind of ducks under his limbs easily. Feeling closer than she's comfortable with to this guy.
Ugh.
And that's going to bring us to Spectre's turn.
Spectre is making a mad dash for that dragon as quickly as she can. She's running up the dragon right now.
Okay, so you want to disengage and hop on?
Yeah, I'm going to use the thiefy disengagey thing and hop on and just jump right on the dragon.
Okay. All right, we can do that. Use a disengage and a dash. And Spectre is on the dragon. That brings us to Astley with the dragon up to act immediately afterwards. All three of you are now on the dragon.
Astley's once again going to prepare a mage hand. It has not casted it yet, so it's still invisible. But it's prepared.
You guys want to tell the dragon what to do?
Yeah.
He's just kind of hanging here like, well, what are we doing?
Should we go?
Yeah.
We destroy their...
Go towards those steam wagons.
Yeah.
You get out of here. I don't even know if we should go towards those steam wagons, because what if we get shot at from there? Well, let's get him out of here so he does not die.
But they're just going to follow him with the steam wagons.
How far away are the steam wagons?
Yeah.
They're not super far. They're maybe like 80 feet away.
Does it look like there's more guards on the steam wagons?
He doesn't have any more breath
perception
weapon, though, right?
A perception.
It can recharge, but
Okay.
Which is with advantage.
that's Spectre has an 8. What do we get from Kakusho? And
You mean Astley?
Spectre got an 8.
Spectre.
Can Astley reroll?
Spectre did not get an 8. Spectre's perception checks are always low, but she did not get an 8. She got a 14.
Kakusha got an 18.
The real Spectre, Kakusho, kind of looking towards the steam wagons. You notice that they are flying a flag that you are familiar with. It is the flag with a pufferfish on it.
Those are friends.
There are other people there.
Those are friends.
We are going. Because Kakusho, when we went on our Astley pulls out the freaky picture, the picture. Astley has it on hand. You don't even know what I went through for that.
Oh, okay.
Ashley has the freaky picture. We gotta go. We gotta go there.
Okay, so you guys dash off the dragon, have the dragon kind of dash off that direction, flying as fast as it can.
Yes.
The wagons. Okay.
Cool.
It can fly there in pretty much one turn. So you guys kind of leave the guards in the dust behind. They're going to make their way towards you. But you get over towards the steam wagons. There are 3 of them, and they are kind of idling and waiting. And you see several of the pufferfish gang pirates driving each of the steam wagons. And they had brought Rick and his crew over here.
Can Astley shout?
But they really haven't seen what's going on.
I don't remember the guy's name. I think it was Pal, wasn't it? It was Pal. his buddy and pal. Yeah.
Pally.
Allie, yeah.
Can Ashley just shout, Pally?
You hear Pally respond, "Hey, you bringing the dragon over here for us?
No.
Helping out too."
No. Y'all gotta get out of
What?
here.
No.
I need y'all to just drive away now. And once this dragon is safe and sound, I have information on your buddy.
Well, that sounds pretty good, but we still have to get paid.
We'll double it.
Yeah, we'll
If we
pay you
leave
to
now-
not do it. If you leave, we'll pay you.
What are they paying you?
No, we'll double it. I don't care
We'll
what
double
it is.
it. We're doubling it.
We'll double it. We'll Ashley was
Look, I know you're well off, but
we know a guy.
Have you got 2,000 gold on you?
We know a guy.
How much?
We know a guy.
2,000 gold.
We know a guy who wants his
2,000
dragon
gold.
safe and sound.
Yeah, we do know a guy. That is true.
So do we. He's paying good money for
I guess
transportation.
If you don't leave, you're never going to know what happened to your buddy.
Well, look, either you leave now on the promise that we'll get you your gold once we're safe away, or we fly away and Rick is going to get mad at you and probably murder him.
That guy's bad news. I wouldn't do business with him.
That guy pays well, and I'll warn you now. We're prepared to handle ourselves if we need to.
Well, we're just going to go.
We're prepared to just leave.
Listen. Since we've got rapport, can you just not follow us?
We'll pay you what he's paying you to not follow us.
To not follow. If I just don't follow you.
If you
that's
just
all.
stay here.
You'll pay me too?
Well, what is he paying you? You said you have to. We said we were going to double it. So he's paying you 1, right?
Math isn't your strong suit, is it? Yes.
So we'll pay you 1 to not follow us. We'll pay you 2 to get us out of here.
Or to get them stranded here. Either or. They're bad news. They're not good people.
They're not fun. They're not friends. We
No,
want to leave. We want to escape.
Listen, I understand that you guys are pirates, but I am disappointed that you would do business with them.
Gold is gold. We're pirates, for Pete's sake.
I mean, he's got a point. Regardless.
Look, enough of this. They aren't working with Riff. All right, boys. You know what to do. And you see some cannons aimed towards you guys off of the steam wagons.
Oh, boy. Well, let's get out of here.
All right. You guys decide to book it. Is everybody in agreement?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, let's go. Kakusho, you ready to leave?
Yeah, I suppose.
All right. As you guys take off, you hear a couple booms. Most of these pirates aren't great aims. That's a 9, an 8, and a 21. A cannonball does smash into the underside of the dragon, and you hear some of his bones breaking as it hits. But he takes off pretty much up to get away as fast as he can out of the range of the cannons. And it doesn't take him too long to get up. And you hear him grunting. He's like, I won't be able to fly much longer. Where do we go to? Quick.
Can Ashley cast Cure Wounds on this dragon?
Yes.
Okay. It's
going to be a D8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
It's 12 points. I don't know how much that'll do, but...
Yeah, it's not the 5. It's probably 3 that you're adding on. That would be an attack modifier, but...
Kakusho would also like
to...
Kakusho would also like to join in this Cure Wounds.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can go for it. It's a drop in the bucket. He took several hits from crossbow bolts and got hit with the cannon. He's definitely feeling a little bit better, but still need an answer to the question, where are we going?
Can we get that world map back up?
Sure.
Can we even we can't take him back to town.
We could take, what if we bring him to Jill's farm?
I don't know if she's going to be happy with that. I have a feeling that we're going to be a little bit...
I don't care if she's happy. That's where Cecil's going to wind up being, I bet.
That's true. We do need Cecil. Cecil wanted this dragon.
And I don't want to bring this...
one of the dragon bones.
He wanted the bones, but he said
the bones, which they're still there. The bones are still there.
But we can't... I mean,
they love the dragon too, but that's going to be a little bit harder to pull off.
No. So we can't fly him to town because, this is a dragon. but I feel like Jill's field is big enough. We know that that's where they're headed, and we can just Cecil and Lauren can kind of advise us to there, and we can have some words with Jill.
Good plan. Good plan.
All
right, let's go to Jill's cornfield.
Yeah,
good place to hide a big corn-colored dragon.
Fly to the southeast, just a little bit past town.
Okay. He goes flying, and he's going to have to rest before you make it all the way there. I mean, even at his speed, it's going to take a day or two to fly down there. But he's able to go off a ways. You guys feel like you're pretty safe out of the range, maybe about halfway. And then he just says, I need to sleep. And so he kind of comes down. You're able to find a place to stay mostly out of view if you'd like to.
Maybe it's a cave.
Rest up and bunker down for the night.
Maybe it's a cave.
Yeah, not far from the caves, kind of near the caves where Buddy's hanging out. And with that, I think we are at a good stopping point to wrap up for tonight.
Can we just do our rests first? Like the resting recovery before we wrap it up?
I mean, it's gonna be like a long rest, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but there's an extra 1d8 of health. I mean, it's during short rest, but can it be also during a long rest?
For what? I mean, a long rest, you fully heal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get
and
all
this long rest, you might even level up. So.
Wow.
Well, let us know.
I just did.
He just let us know.
Oh God. Okay, I've got a week to figure that out.
You got a week to figure it out.
You got a week to figure it out. Ashley will be hitting level 5, and Spectrum Kakush will be hitting level 4.
And I will ask you for help with my hit point thing.
All right. We'll wrap that up. And for tonight, we will say good night and bye.
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 We did it.